You guys all ready?
I'm ready.
Chris, what's this week's
What?
what's this week's part of last week was design the study. What's this week?
We don't have one.
Yeah.
It's next week.
Really?
Describe the data.
Mhm.
I seems lenient.
What's that?
Who's on that?
I think that might be.
What?
We're just checking who's on that.
Oh,
And it is
Is it collect or describe the data that's next?
describe the data.
should be describe the data. Did she give you a reply whether it's a green light or not?
No.
Don't we have to get it? Maybe that's what we get this week is a green light.
How do you describe the data if you haven't collected it yet?
There's a whole list of questions. I'll be honest, I haven't read them.
Yeah, it's collect the data, not describe. You can't describe.
It is collect.
Yeah, you can't. How are you going to describe it if you don't have it?
Fair.
All right. Are we ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
There aren't that many weeks left, man.
Nope.
No, I know. I'm excited. We're done April 7th.
Month left.
Yep.
Yay.
Okay.
Feeling all right there?
Yeah, I'm good.
So isn't just X bar over N?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
X bar over N.
For question 3.
You guys
But
get
if you guys just put it all in the Excel formula, it gives you all the answers right off the get-go.
Oh, the download thing.
Did you guys?
Yeah, if you put everything in that two proportion. What's that?
For question 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little confused, honestly, if I'm being totally honest. This is categorical data analysis, right?
Yeah, so just do the two proportion Excel program.
Yeah.
Put all the data in there and do a 95% confidence interval. It will give you all the answers.
Just surprised me because there's like no new material. Does that make sense?
Yeah, now
Yeah.
it's using the Excel spreadsheet. I don't know. So then P1
So now
is
you-
18, right? Or X bar is 18 for.
um,
What did you get for X1?
For X1,
Yeah,
52.
52. Oh, who can taste? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's saying who can taste it, not who can't.
And then N1's 94. And the
So it'd
next
be
two-
52 over 70.
Oh, jeez Louise, what's wrong with him? 7, okay. And 59.
Okay, Chris. For the
Yeah.
for number 3, did you get?
0.743.
Yep.
Yep. And then for this p hat 2, it's 0.712.
0.712. Yeah.
And then would question 5 be A? Or would it be C?
What's the question?
Okay.
What was the original data thing that it said?
Yeah, it says, is it different than the.
Okay.
It says it's different.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's A.
94% confidence interval. What is the point estimate? Is
So
the
I
point
don't
estimate
know how to get
0.394?
Say that.
The point estimate is
Point
0.394.
estimate, to calculate the point estimate, you take P hat 1 and subtract P hat 2.
Right, which is a.
Would that be 0729?
No. It's 0.031.
Yep, that's right.
Because P hat 1 is 0.743 and P hat 2 is 0.712. And you just subtract to get 0.031. Now, how do you find the margin of error in this?
Margin of error is just the distance that each confidence interval is from the mean. So you subtract the mean from the confidence interval, or add the mean to it. It's just, yeah, you understand.
Where's the
What's the
mean?
mean?
The mean is the p.
The mean is the P.
Yeah, let's see.
So I got this question wrong. So I know what it is not. I did the calculation and I don't think I did it right.
Technically, you could just find the in between point.
Technically what?
The mean between negative 0.123 and 0.185 would also give you your answer.
The margin of error is your Z times the square root of P.
Right.
One
Times
square root, yeah.
1 minus p over n, right?
But is
But
it the mark? But it's actually, it should be P1 times 1 minus
Oh,
P hat 1 plus over N plus P2 times 1 minus P hat over N2, right?
someone wants to do that, you can let me know, but I think it should be.
You said the median between the lower bound and the upper.
I was hoping that we could do that in Excel, but I don't see a way to do it in Excel.
Yeah.
Do you guys know how to do it in the Excel program?
Mm-mm.
I'll calculate it again just to see if maybe I did bad math. Which is highly possible.
Zach, what did you say about it? It's median of the upper and lower bound.
Let's see 1 second. I'm just going to submit the quiz and see if I get it right, and then I'll explain it if it isn't right. Or I'll explain it if it is right. Yeah, the point estimate is 0.031, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Well, I got it. I did it again and I got 0.272. Does anybody want to try that one? Did you get it right, Zach?
No.
I have all the other answers. This is the other one I missed.
What's the upper and
So
lower?
if somebody wants to try
I'll try it. You said point.
0.272.
Okay, I'll put it in. Nope. Nope, that's not it.
Okay. Does someone Chris, can you show me where's the formula you're getting it from? Is it in?
The notes on page.
There are pages.
Oh, you don't read your homework?
Well, I read the home.
The wiki, the website.
What do you mean?
In the wiki. I print it. I'm old school. I have to have paper.
Oh, okay. Well, there are no page numbers on the homework.
There are on mine.
That's because you put it when you print it off, it puts pages on it. The page numbers. What section is it under?
Hang on, let me get to it. It's under the,
I got it. I got it. Okay. Can someone give me the Z?
yeah, our Z is, hang on.
Z is 0.394. I got it.
Yeah, 0.394.
So just to be clear, the n for the second one is 59, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I got 0.0787 or 0.79.
0.079.
Yeah.
How do you get that?
Wait. That's not quite right.
How are you doing it?
Just by hand. Okay, I got 0.031. Let me just double check real quick though.
That's the point estimate.
Oh man, but that's what it gives. It's the frustrating thing is that that's what I got when I did it the other way. .031 should be the answer.
Does Eric want to check it?
I can do that.
No, I already did.
Real quick, would you guys give
Well, I
for the
mean,
lower
like-
bound and upper bound?
What was that, Eric?
Well, do you have all the other answers?
Just for 8 and 9. I just was wondering. But I can check it real quick.
Well, you-
Don't check it. That's not right.
What formula are you using?
It's a formula in section lesson 18. It's p hat or z star square root of p hat 1 times 1 minus p hat 1 over n1 plus p hat 2 times 1 minus p hat 2 over n2.
And you just take off the P1 minus P2.
Yeah, because that's just to get the upper bound.
In this tutorial, I'm going to talk about confidence intervals for population proportions.
Wait, 1 second. I figured out why I did it wrong.
Do you know what P is? The mean? Mean of
Variable because what it as well as other choices calculate no curve.
Okay.
Line proportion. Plus or minus
The answer is 0.154.
oh, I check that.
What's P1 and P2 again?
What did
How
you
did you get it?
So you time the thing that I was doing wrong is I was using the z as our z score, but it's actually z star is 1.96. Confidence interval.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1.96. That's what I was using.
So I just did all the math, and it's
What's
That's-
P1?
Well, so did you, so for your formula, let me just go over that. Did you do 0.743 times 1 minus 0.743 plus 0.712 times 1 minus 0.712?
No. 0.743
What did-
times 1 minus 0.743 over 70,
70.
plus
Right? Plus,
0.712 times 1 minus 0.712 over 59. Square
Right.
root that. And then
Yep.
times that by 1.96.
I did that, but I'm not getting the same score as you. What am I doing wrong?
I'll double check, but we'll see.
Could you say that formula like 5 times slower?
You can find it in the homework.
So it'd be
Margin.
1.96 times the square root of everything else we say, which is 0.743 times 1 minus 0.743 over 70 plus 0.712 times 1 minus 0.712 over 59. Well, I don't know what I'm doing wrong in my math, but I've gotten the wrong answer 3 times now.
Zach, you got
Yes,
zero.
what I would do is since each of the values are self-contained, I would do first 0.712 times 1 minus 0.712 all over 59. And then I'd find that answer and write it down all the way down to the 9th decimal place. And then add it to the other one, which you've already written down. And then take the square root of the whole thing. And once you've added them together, which should be just the square root of one number, and then times it by 1.96.
Okay, see, that's what I'm not doing, is I'm not going clear to the 9th decimal point.
It might not be that. It probably isn't. In fact, it's probably just that there's a parenthesis problem at some point. And so it's way too hard to figure out exactly where the parentheses are unless you're in Wolfram Alpha, in which case it's not that
Another
hard.
easier way. Yeah, another easy way you can do it is just get the lower bound and upper bound and then subtract each other and then divide it by 2 and you get the same thing.
Which is what I did. But I was
Oh.
not sure. And I did not want to share it with you guys. Until
You take the lower bound and the upper bound and what?
You just subtract them from each other, then divide it by 2. Because
that's what
Think
I
about
was
it.
telling Scott to do, remember?
Mhm.
And then I was
I
like,
was lost in your conversation. I was just trying to figure it out.
I was telling Scott to do that, but then I was like, but I don't want to tell them like false doctrines that will lead them down foul paths.
But
Does
yeah,
anybody check that answer?
Is it
That's right.
0.114?
Yes. Eric, can you check that?
yeah.
0.154.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I got when I put that in there. It'd be very easy to get lost in the parentheses because there's a lot.
I know.
Well, I like the other way a lot easier.
Yep,
That's right.
that's it.
All right.
Ah, my instincts were right, but I spent 20 minutes confirming them, and that's the real victory.
Good job.
So dumb.
I like that other formula a lot better. Subtract the lower from the upper and divide by 2.
The formula in the book assumes you don't have the confidence interval yet.
Right.
And question 8 is negative 0.123.
1, 2, 3.
Negative.
Negative 0.123.
Yeah.
And then question 9 is 0.185. Question 10 is fail to reject H naught.
You guys mind waiting real quick?
No, not at all.
We got to blow past you, Eric. We'll see you next week.
I got the answers, Eric. Don't worry.
Thanks. My computer's just.
Oh, man. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so question 8, what was it?
Negative 0.123. And then question 9 is 0.185.
185.
185. And then question 10 is fail to reject H naught. Question 11
So A.
is, huh?
10 is A.
10 is A, 11 is D.
Yeah.
Okay. Then 12 true.
True.
How do you know it's true?
The whole n times 1 minus p1.
Well, when you're in Excel, the box to the upper right has already calculated those figures, and all of them are greater than 10.
Oh, yeah. We good.
Yeah.
You know that box to the right? It has already calculated that.
Which
And
negative?
then 13 is D.
Yes.
14 is put the data into the Excel spreadsheet.
And the answer is 0.141.
And we're interested in the number who survived, yeah?
No, we're not interested in how many survived, how many died.
Okay.
If the question is do less people die if you're admitted to the hospital during the week than they do on the weekend? And yes, less people die. But having worked in the hospital, it's really true. Because the doctors that are on call for the weekend, they don't want to do anything. So they just do the bare minimum.
Don't go to the doctor on the weekend. Don't get hurt.
Go to the hospital on the weekend.
Hospital, yeah. Just stay inside.
It's kind of a scary
You guys
study.
got 0.141.
14 is 0.141. 15 is 0.145.
Yep. 16 is negative 2.02.
Yes.
To the left is 17.
We're going to go to the left. Yeah.
The p-value is 0.043.
No.
0,
0.022.
1 or 2.
0.022.
And what's the level of significance? Probably reject the null, right?
We are going to reject.
There's sufficient evidence to conclude the patients who have heart attacks and are admitted to the hospital on a weekday who dies.
C.
Great.
Cool,
Perfect.
cool.
Well, I like that new way of finding the margin of error.
Yeah. Definitely helps.
Hey, Eric, can you take a look at the what is it that we're talking about? the thing that we're doing that we have to have done.
Spread the data.
Yeah, that one. Just take a look at it and then read it over and tell us what we need to do by Thursday. You don't need to have
Okay.
it done. Just let us know.
Do you want me to do
That's
that
it.
now until?
So just between now and Thursday, read through it and then
Okay.
kind of describe it on Thursday.
Okay.
Great. Anything else?
Nope.